Hello and welcome back to What's Cooking with Tom and Liv. I think this is episode 2552, so we're doing well, aren't we?
Episode 4.
Yeah, episode 4? Is it really?
Yep.
Wow, we are really making this a habit, so we're very clever people. Well done us. So Liv, tell me about your interesting or fun thing this week.
My interesting thing is, it's a show and tell today.
Show and tell.
Hang on, its heads fell off. 1 second, let me just fix it back together.
Vintage purchase, vintage purchase.
I don't know if you can see, if you're watching, I got these 2 Sonny Angels from Vinted. They're just really cute. Tom thinks they're a bit silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my interesting thing of the week. I finally got my hands on some Sonny Angels.
So are they like really sought after?
Yeah, they kind of went a bit viral on TikTok. Basically, they're like mystery boxes, and you buy a certain edition, but you don't know which one you're going to get. Whereas I knew which ones I was going to get because I bought them off Vinted, and they're probably fake because their heads come off. Oh. But I still think they're cute.
Okay.
And they have got butts.
Got some winkies.
And private parts as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my interesting thing of the week.
Okay. Well, mine is that I went shopping the day and I got to the shop and I didn't have my wallet, I just had my phone. I didn't have any cash. So I couldn't get, I didn't have a pound coin, so I couldn't get my a trolley.
Right.
And I tried the key thing, you know, the key thing where it's a Yale lock key, like
does that work?
You can take a key off and shove that in, but that didn't work either. So I went into the shop and said, have you got a token or anything? Like, I need a trolley, and I forgot my wallet. And she was looking around, she went, oh, I haven't got any. She went, go to the corned beef and nick the can opener from it. And in it goes. And it works. So I'm going to keep this in my van now, because that's better than my kids.
Nick it from where?
From the corned beef. So
What shop are you at?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Okay.
But yeah, corned beef, and it's a rippy-offy thing.
Yeah.
You spiral it off, and then that goes.
Oh.
And then it becomes the
Very
opener.
random.
So now I've got that, and it works. Just in and out, and away you go.
We have got a guest today.
My dog is trying to escape. So
Miss Truffle, Tom's
Truffle
dog, is here.
Come here.
She's learnt how to climb the stairs, so we're just a bit worried she's going to go down the stairs.
Anyway, so we have lots of news. We've done lots of things this week again, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Where do we start? Should we start with maybe on Tuesday?
Yes, we had a charity event at the Four Pairs in in Northamptonshire.
I have no idea where I was.
I think it was called Little Houghton. I think.
You could be right.
Yeah, charity event at the Four Pairs, which is run or owned by James Peck, who
I imagine he leases the pub, but he owns the business. So
he sort of set up this charity event for
hospitality action.
So
they pick people up off the floor who are working in hospitality, who need a little lift up, whatever that may be, if they've had trouble in their lives or...
I think it's like financial aid.
Yeah, it is.
Emotional support.
Yeah, it is, all of that. So they pick them up and help you get back to where you need to be if you're in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, so we did a nice evening with that. So there was Dan Merriman from who won MasterChef, he was there. Lee and I so if those of you don't know, I have another company called Rusty Kitchen, and Lee, my business partner, was cooking with us, and we did our signature dish of a hash brown. We did it with satay sauce, tamarind chutney, pickled chilies and cucumbers, like a herb salad, toasted peanuts. So that was really representing Rustic Kitchen. And then James Peck and his team did the canapes, and there was lots of colleges.
As well.
So we should explain that it was to bring up, like, it was we were making money for Action Hospitality, but it was bringing up like giving the youngsters, so students, a bit of mentorship. And showing them what it's like to work in a really exciting kitchen. There was definitely too many people. There must have been 50 people in this kitchen.
I've never seen so many people in one kitchen.
At one point.
I felt like I was on Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, but it was quite fun as well. And I actually got quite back into the restaurant chefy bit. I was like, chef, check on asparagus on the pass. You know.
I think I said sorry about 100 times.
Chef, seasoned chef, go chef, hot chef, 3 minutes chef. It was quite fun.
Even I was getting called chef.
Yeah. And I helped other people as well. Like, sometimes they're just like, that's what the youngsters need, is like a little bit of, not direction, but like helping methodically doing stuff. So they were like cream cheese in the top of these like little muffins, but they were just like bouncing off the tray. I was like, go and get the tray, cooked it, and put it in, and they'll hold it steady. And then they were doing 300 at a time then, as opposed to just it seemed a bit it
was a busy event. I think
it was very busy.
It was like 100 people that came.
Yeah
it
was really good. And I think we've gained followers in terms of like just the youth, the youth of today.
Yes.
So that was really good, really fun. I don't know how much money they raised, but it was a fun time, and it raised awareness, if anything else, for Action for Hospitality.
Yeah,
There
well, I
was
think
90 people in the
apparently
restaurant.
Dan Merriman,
Yeah.
the MasterChef guy, he was the one who picked
Yeah, it was his charity.
the charity.
Yeah.
But no,
It
so
seems
that
like a
was-
really, really good charity though
Yeah.
to work with.
No,
And it's
yeah, definitely.
like it's like picking up your comrades, you know what I mean? Like it's people that like us, we might need it. And
yeah.
so
You never know what's
yeah,
around the corner.
Never know what's around the corner.
Yeah, and then what else have we done this week? So we've got our new series we're doing, Does It Pie?
Does it pie?
Yes.
Will it pie? Who knows? Unless I make it and put it in a pie. So we just filmed it actually. So this week, well, soon when it gets edited, the editing block is getting quite high for Olivia.
Got a lot of videos on.
There is a new pie coming. I won't talk too much about it. We did talk about it last episode, so you can look back and subscribe, so you get alerted when the newest edition is out. Yeah, but I put something in a pie that might not normally be in a pie to
Not
see
very
if it pies.
traditional.
Yeah, and it was delicious.
Yeah, it was really
It was
good.
delicious.
So yeah, that'll be coming out next week.
Yeah.
And today we also, more filming today, done a lot of content today.
Yeah, it's good.
We did some Easter food.
So I've tried to come up with like the anti-Lent meal. So you gave up chocolate, which is essentially what everyone gives up during Lent. It's how to make sure you get a month's worth of chocolate, or 40 days? It's 40 days and 40 nights in Lent.
One day.
Again, my religion stuff isn't very good. But yeah, basically eating all that in one day. I thought it was quite fun. I did
Yeah.
some fun stuff again. You can subscribe here.
Yes.
You can follow us on Instagram as well, which
Yes,
is
at
at Thomas the Caterer. And follow us on TikTok, so we need 1,000 followers before we can do Instagram live, TikTok live. So please follow us there. No more call to actions until the very end now. The Easter food, yeah, so it was fun. I've been thinking about it for a while, hadn't we?
Yeah.
We started that
Some
idea ages
ideas.
ago, but I had to get it done this week because I'm away this weekend.
Rugby tour.
So, yeah, it was fun. It was good. I think that was a good little
Yeah.
fun video.
Definitely too much chocolate for breakfast, though.
Well,
Lots of calories.
I'm well up for it though. I'll give you one thing. So the first dish is a mini eggs with hot chocolate milk on it, or chocolate milkshake on it. I reckon I could get on board with that for
Yeah.
breakfast. Like that is a good.
I think you'd
breakfast.
crash, though, if you had that every day. Like, you'd peak and then you'd crash again.
I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. I'd be so fat.
No, that was really nice. And the mini eggs were sort of like a little bit melted.
Yeah,
Oh,
because of the hot milk.
Yeah.
Winner. Absolute winner.
yes, that was good. And then what else we got going on this week? Well, you're not here tomorrow, so we're going solo to the wedding.
Yep, I'm
On
a weekend
Saturday.
off. I've got a friend of mine, Jacob, is cooking the wedding this weekend. I have no idea what it is. Somewhere in Chesterfield. It's at a private place.
It's like
in
a
barn.
private barn. I think it's got like a marquee as well. So we've never been there, but it should be good fun. It's
Private home.
yeah, so that'll be.
It's nice to go
fun.
private homes.
And the food, what is the food?
Yeah, so they've
this
got like a
Saturday?
ploughman. They've got some kind of paste. They've got steak wrapped chips, vada pav, and camembert waffle with truffled honey. And then for the starter, they have like a ploughman sharing patties. They've got Scotch eggs, roast ham, cheddar cheese pikelets, apple dressed leaf salad, chutney. That'd be really nice. Main course, they've got crispy pork belly, creamy mash, green beans and cider jus. And then for dessert, they have pimp my cheesecake.
Yeah, I'm
So-
excited for the cheesecake. but-
So they've got a baked cheesecake, and they've got like shortbread crumbles, popcorn toffee, brownie, couple of sauces, red berries.
Sounds so good.
They can put as much or as little as they like on it, and that'll be fun for them.
I'll definitely be having some of that. Seeing
And
as
then,
I'm
do you know what the evening
cheesecake?
I'm most disappointed that I'm not going to be at this wedding to eat the evening food. So the evening food is a fried chicken sandwich with slaw, pickled cucumbers, and cacio e pepe sauce.
What's that?
Cacio e pepe. It's like a pepper and pecorino sauce.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I'll be stuffed by the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, I've just tried some now because I wanted to. But yeah, it's going to be good. But I'm sad that I'm not going to be there to cook it.
Yeah. Weekend off.
Weekend off. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's basically what we've been up to this week.
That's
Next
the
week
news, I think.
we've
We've got any other news, have we?
no.
No.
But yeah.
Cool.
So we've got Q&A time.
Q&A time.
Q&A
The
time.
questions and answers with Olivia and Thomas. Who will ask them and who will answer them? Well, it's normally me answering them.
Yes.
So there's the
Right.
answer.
Right, okay, here we go. So, Lee, my dad, again, asks...
Your biggest fan.
My biggest fan. Which country produces the best food and why?
Ooh. produces the best food? Probably Italy.
Mhm.
It's probably Italy, isn't it? Like everything they do is pretty.
I think if I
decent.
had to eat one cuisine,
Yeah.
that's a good basic to pick.
Yeah, I would probably say Italy. France as well. They're pretty tip top on stuff. The stuff we produce is great, but we send a lot of it away. Like we make like langoustines, and no one eats the langoustines. We send them to Asia and stuff when we should just be eating them because they're wicked.
Oh, do we have them here?
Yeah, Scotland. Yeah.
We had those the other day, actually.
Well, North
didn't
Sea generally.
we? Yeah.
And loads of stuff. I mean, we don't. I mean, the thing is, it's a worldwide market these days. Like, peppers grow in the UK. They all get grown in Holland.
Really?
But we eat them here.
I always find that weird when we have everything from everywhere
Import
else.
things.
Yeah.
Like, if we only ate what we grew, we'd eat nothing because, there's like carrots. Well, root vegetables like the traditional English fare. Swede, potatoes, carrots. Like you wouldn't get a pepper, you wouldn't get a tomato.
Yeah, a bit boring.
At least not on a mass scale. It'd be those hardy things that they will. Like that's what if you think about all the things that like traditional English fare, like onions, potatoes, swede, carrot, parsnips, root vegetables of sorts. That's what we grew, and that's why it became a staple thing. In modern day times, we have imports of stuff like.
Everything I buy, I always check
aubergine.
where
There
it's
was
from.
like bloody aubergine in England in 1800s. That I don't know when that was introduced, but I'm sure as
Pretty
hell.
pretty bad for the planet as well. Apparently, it was like the air miles on like.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's in the carbon footprint of an avocado.
Oh, that'd be whack. Growing in
Really?
Peru. Yeah.
The ones I've been getting recently are awful. They say ripe and ready, and they're not bloody ripe and
Leave them
ready.
near your bananas. Good
What
hack.
if you don't have bananas?
Leave them. We'll just buy a banana to ripen your thing. But bananas let off some sort of thing that ripens stuff.
Sort of chemical. Yeah. Well, I haven't answered. My country would be Japan because I love sushi.
Yeah, but that's not. It's not what you love. It's where it makes the best food.
Yeah, well, I think Japan would be
Oh.
the best. I think I would, if I had to. Yeah, Japan, because they do a lot of seafood and rice and all that fun stuff. Anyways, second question for my dad again. Best restaurant you've been to?
Best restaurant I've been to? Oh, Rustic Kitchen in Mount Sorrel. Currently closed.
Bit of promo.
We've had a little fire. Rustic Kitchen in Mount Sorrel is definitely the best. No, sincerely. Well, locally, John's House is excellent. That's also in Mount Sorrel, just four doors down. Incredible one-star Michelin restaurant. I'm always.
Surely you've travelled so many places.
Yeah, I have. I had a really great Indian in Singapore
Ooh.
that immediately gave me the shits. It probably didn't.
Well,
But it was unbelievable. It was served on like a real like canteen plastic green tray with a banana leaf on it and piles of curries. And that was ace. It probably didn't give me. It was probably the meal before. I don't know. I've been to loads. I've been to Le Manoir Quai Saison. I've been to the Fat Duck. I've been to Restaurant Gordon Ramsay.
I don't think I've ever been to any Michelin star
Yeah,
restaurants.
it's an experience. The best, I don't know. Probably none of them. But John's House is really hard to beat. To be fair, in that it's
Shout
delicious.
Out to John's House.
Well done the team at John's House. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I need to explore more restaurants. Not the best one I've ever been to. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I like my go-to is Sonrisa in Leicester. Pretty basic, but
yeah.
I think it's Argentinian,
I think it is.
and I just love. Oh my god, their chips with the truffle.
Great local
So
restaurant
good.
though is Crafty in Leicester. Actually,
Oh,
they
yeah.
do wicked burgers, and they're
Aren't they-
independent, and that's what it's important. So visit your independence and spend your pennies wisely.
Aren't they joint with St Martin's?
Nope. Yeah. Well, they run the St Martin's coffee shop now. Yeah.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, it's complicated.
I've never
But
been
yeah.
to Crafty. I need to go.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
You should definitely go.
Yeah.
Have the
Everything in
farmyard
St-
jam. It's called the farmyard jam. It's good.
Everything in
Burgers.
St Martin's Square is quite nice though.
Yeah, it is.
That little area
Yeah.
of Leicester.
Yeah. But yeah, vote with independence, guys. So you can go to Restaurant Gordon Ramsay, you can go to John's House, go to Crafty, go to Rustic Kitchen, spend your wedding catering money with Thomas the Caterer. I would do that.
Okay, next question we've got from Ella. Favourite wedding venue you've catered for?
Oh, I don't think I have one. There's a good, actually, Rutland Water's nice because you get a nice view. The places with a good view is always
My
quite
friend
nice.
used to work at the Rutland Water Hotel.
Years gone by and worked at Bridge House Barn. The kitchen used to be right on the canal, and that was nice. It's changed since it's grown and got bigger, and that's all right. But I was right on the canal, and I used to wait,
Picturesque.
sit there. Yeah, barge had literally drifted past me going to the lock. That was really
Yeah.
nice. I did enjoy it a lot there when I was just right next
Yeah.
to the river, at the canal. Yeah, anywhere with a view, honestly, because that's what makes it. Because there's a lot of quiet time in wedding catering. You do a lot here, and then you pause, and then you deliver, and then you're still waiting for people to show up, and then you eat, and then the speeches. You could have an hour and a half waiting.
So it's quite nice to be in a nice
Yes, it's nice
area.
to be somewhere where it's a pretty view, not just a grey wall or
Well, I've only really been to Willow Marsh Farm with you
Yeah.
so far.
To Willow Marsh Farm
Yeah, Willow Marsh
by
Farm.
default.
But
It is a
also,
lovely place though, and there is great views there too.
Yeah, they're really nice there. But yeah, well, shout out to Bridge House. We love Bridge House. So, yeah. Any more questions? I think that's all the questions for.
Go.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if you got any questions, send them to what'scooking@tomscater.co.uk. Slide into our DMs, leave a comment. Happily answer all questions, food, catering, or not related.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you
Right,
next
see
time.
ya.